A very good morning to you, Naledi. A very busy morning indeed right here in the city of Tshwane. This is where the public servants, workers are concerned. They've gathered here in their numbers from FEDUSA, COSATU and SAFTU united to march against the wages that really have been presented to them in the public sector. They're rejecting that 3% wage increment. They're calling for 10% and above inflation wage offer from government. They've occupied the streets of Tshwane this morning. We are, of course, coming to you live from Lilian Ngoyi Street, corner Lilian Ngoyi and Johannes Ramokhwase Street, right here in the city of Tshwane. That is where the marchers are just moving and inching closer to the Treasury. That is where this afternoon they'll submit a memorandum of demands to the Treasury, just outlining some of the demands, but chief being the rejection of that 3% wage offer. They are saying that this is nothing that is going to work for them as the workers. I'm just going to bring into the conversation now the SAFTU spokesperson Trevor Shaku, who's here with us as we march to just let us in on this demonstration. We are turning on Johannes Ramokhwase, and the workers are upbeat about the submission of that memorandum of demands. Welcome to the SABC.
Thanks for having us and good day. The workers gathered here come from 3 federations who constitute about 10 public service unions in the PSCBC who are rejecting the 3% and demand 10%. We are, of course, marching to Treasury because our view is that it is Treasury which has tightened the screws of budget and has carried out budget cuts in the past period. So we want government to first and foremost stop cutting budgets on key government departments and services because that is very key for us. So that is the main issue for us.
We can see as well that, united, you're not moving a bit in terms of that wage offer. Has government indicated any appetite to come back to you guys? We saw that 7%, 7.5 being touted on Friday. Has there been some sort of a move from the employer looking at the fact that you've been putting pressure in those lunchtime pickets, and now we are seeing you guys united as federations demonstrating here today?
Of course, the Department of Public Service and Administration issued a statement which was misleading because it said to workers that it had paid them 7.5. We, of course, came out together in a joint statement where we rejected the fallacious claims by the department that it has paid that. But moreover that, of course, we have went on to demonstrate that what actually DPSA and Treasury have counted there is mainly the cash gratuity which was given to workers last year, and we reject the fact that they are including it as part of the increments for this particular year. We are rejecting that with the contempt it deserved because it deliberately was misleading workers, first and foremost, politically to discourage them from continuing with lunchtime pickets, which we have started as a result of the having served the employer with a notice of strike. 3 unions so far. Others are on the process of balloting their members and would, of course, engage in a full-blown strike after that.
Let me in on, the no work, no pay policy has obviously kicked in. We have about 2,000 people that are out here in Tshwane alone, and we're expecting others in various provinces. How are the workers feeling about having to waste a day of wages in a sacrifice of their march here to the Treasury today?
This shows commitment on the part of workers because we are representing their aspirations, and what they've been telling us is that we must reject this. And in the context of the legal provisions in this country, we know that a full-blown strike would mean that the law or the rule of no work, no pay would apply, and workers are calling for us to do that. So in this demonstration today, it is for us, it is an indication that workers are willing to sacrifice and put everything on the line to ensure that we achieve the necessary increases which are required, especially in the context of the rising cost of living. We require that.
Just finally from my end, we're inching closer to the Treasury now where the memorandum of demands is going to be submitted. Where to from here? Has there been an indication of someone that is expecting us where we're going? The last time when the PSA did it, the minister was not there, the DG was not there. This time around, as the federations, were you given an assurance that when you get there, you'd find joy from someone who's a senior in that office to accept your memorandum of demands?
We have requested the Minister of Finance, Kodongwane, to be there because that would be one of the indications that they must respect that. We've brought the leadership of the trade unions who are involved in the dispute, but also of the federations. And we can no longer deal with any people who are messengers. We have dealt with messengers. We are also messengers in the PSCBC, and we are currently have to deal with the leadership because we've brought our leadership. So we are expecting Kodongwane to be there to receive our memorandum.
Trevor Shakwi, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Trevor, coming through from SAFTU, one of the federations that are here, just united with other workers, just in sending that message to the employer that they are rejecting that process of just going against the issue of collective bargaining, unilaterally implementing that 3% that they've outright rejected. And they're saying that they're looking forward to the Minister of Finance later on in the afternoon to submit, to receive the memorandum of demand, saying that the workers have even gone to an extent of sacrificing today as wage, because you can imagine that, Naledi, it's a no work, a no pay policy that has kicked in as these workers embark on these demonstrations in Tshwane. Naledi?